Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. The message I heard is she knew the time would come. She's being selfish. The scripture comes from Psalm 36 and 7. How priceless is your unfailing love, O God. People take refuge in the shadow of your wings. They feast on the abundance of your house. You give them drink from your river of delights. For with you is the fountain of life, and your light we see light. God said for somebody that it's a situation where someone is treating you as if like you frustrated them, you bothering them, or you irritating them. But God said they knew that this time would come. For some of you, you are moving forward. You are upgrading your life, or God is upgrading your life. God is moving you forward, moving you up. There's some kind of level that you are coming up on, and this level is really big for someone. It's been very difficult for you to get to this level. God said that this level was it been supposed to happen. Of course it's gonna happen. And it's not to say that you missed out on it or something like that, but this is something that has always been meant to be. It's nothing anybody is gonna be able to do to stop it. For some of you, people have tried to. They thought that they had succeeded, but God said they have not. They have not succeeded in causing you to stumble. They did not slow you down. They did not bring you down. God said what he is doing, he is moving you, okay? For somebody, you are moving, and it's been a long time coming. You feel like you have been waiting and waiting and waiting, and finally the time is now. God said it is nothing that anybody can do to stop you from receiving the blessing that God has for you. And for some of y'all, but you. For some of y'all, you can't even stop. You know what I'm saying? And see, the thing about it is, even with that, for someone, it's a situation where even if you try to stop it, then it's going to be other problems that are going to come arise that are going to cause you to be forced to do what God told you to. So nobody going to be able to stop it. And even with that being said, either it's going to be a situation where you are able to go peacefully, or it's going to be a situation where it's going to be, you know what I'm saying, you're going to have to go in the dash. But regardless, you're going to have to go ahead and do what God told you to. For some of you, it is intended for you to do this. For some of you, you will be moving to a different location. Now, this different location, oh, Lord, is acting a fool out here. Okay, for some of you, this different location is not just a situation where God is just moving you because it's funny and he finds joy in moving you. It's because well, he does find joy in moving you, but it's not just because of that. It's because, you know, if you don't move, there's some kind of calamity that you could be in the midst of. I'm thinking about how I was talking to y'all about this video I watched where the man was saying that the person on the video was saying that um some of these cities are sinking. And, you know, some of these cities years from now are no longer going to exist because we are literally draining them of the oil that we sit on top of. And, you know, you have to understand, if you got, you steady draining a layer that's underneath the other layers, and you steady building on top of all of this, eventually it's gonna shift and it's gonna move down. Some of these cities already under the water level as is, and for us to still be pumping stuff out of there and building on top of it, it like it's sinking and it's sinking and it's sinking. All it's gonna take is the storm, the right one, to come through and wipe everything out, and ain't nobody gonna be able to get back there. And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to say it can't be rebuilt. It probably will, but you know what I'm saying? It's gonna take a lot of manpower, a lot of time, and a lot of courage. But you know, because God said a lot of it's gonna take a lot of courage. For some of y'all, like, you know, it's just gonna be gone. And you know, this is not something that is new to this earth. God has done this before. We know God did this in the time of Noah. We have proof that there are cities that are sinking, that are sunken, they are underwater. And there was a time where certain parts of the world that we live on now was underwater. And for some of you, God is going to be moving you to a place so that when that get ready to happen, your family gonna have somewhere to go. Some of y'all, it's not even just, it don't even just have to be a situation where it's gonna be your whole family. It might just be a situation where your family will carry on. Because if you are in direct way of something, a calamity like this happening, it's not a promise that a lot of people are going to survive. It depends on are they going to know what's going on? And I'm being reminded of when Houston was 50 feet underwater. We had no idea that much water was coming. I knew that it was going to rain, but I had no idea it was going to rain like that. Nobody knew. People was out partying. People was out, watching. I think it was a game, or either it was a game on or a wrestling match. It was something going on, and people was out in the streets. So many cars got flooded out. So many people were left stranded, and they had to come out and get them with boats. And I'm just saying this to say, you never know when God is about to do something. You can't always just pinpoint when he gonna do something and how he gonna do it. So yeah. And whenever God is moving you for something like this here, um, understand that it's not going to be, I'm looking at where it says, do not fret. God said it's not going to be a situation where you going to be late. It's not going to be a situation where even if it gets to a point to where you like, never mind, I'm going to go ahead and stay, and go ahead have to stir up some problems and you have to leave in a dash, you still not going to be late. You still going to have time to get yourself together. You still going to have time to get comfortable. You still going to have time to do everything that it is that God has for you to do, because God don't move just, like how we'll just wake up one day, you know what, we going to do this. No, God plans things out. He creates an itinerary. There are certain things that you're supposed to see on your way there, certain people that you're supposed to meet on your way, and when you get there, there are certain things that you have to do, certain things you have to accomplish. It's a checklist that you're going to have to go off. And God said it's not going to be a situation where he's just going to throw this at you. It's coming. You know it's coming. This for somebody you know is coming. For somebody you already been getting ready for it for years. You've been getting ready for this here. God been telling you, go get this, go get that, go get this. You got a few things as is, and it don't mean you got everything, but you already are getting prepared for what God is about to do. God said the time is now. The time is coming. He about to move somebody. And when he moves you, it is going to not only be for your safety, but for some of you, it's going to be for the safety of your family and your friends. And you know what I'm saying? For the select few that God chooses that he wants to save, that God chooses that he wants to, and that's just what it is. Whew, anywho, and that's the message. God said, can't nobody is going to be able to stop you from this here. I'm looking for where it says, for with you is the fountain of life, and your light we see light. God said nobody is going to be able to deny that what he is going to be leading you to do is not a good idea. It's a smart idea. And it's going to be very obvious that it's the right idea. It's going to be a situation where you ain't going to have no choice but to go to where God is telling you to go. It's not going to be a situation where you could do this and you could do that and you could do that, because God don't want you to make a mistake. God doesn't want you're not going to end up going to the wrong place. It's not going to be a situation where you ended up moving to the wrong place, or you ended up buying the wrong house. No, and that's why it's taking so long. It's not going to be a situation where you end up with the wrong anything. God said he is doing things he is specifically, even for somebody, God told you that you will have a spouse when you do this here. God said he's doing things the way that he's doing it because he is going to ensure that you end up with the person that he has for you. For some of you, he already told you who this person is, and this person, the way that is looking to you, they acting a complete fool. God said, don't worry about none of that. Don't stress yourself about none of that. God is doing everything that he is doing for a reason. It is a reason. It is a reason as to why he is moving the way he is moving. It's a reason he's doing things the way he's doing them, and you gonna see. And that's the message. And baby, I don't know about you. I don't know if this one is for me, to be honest, because I feel more confused now than I was before I started recording this too. But you know what I'm saying? For whoever this is for, I'm gonna assume that you understand and you get it. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.